Alright guys, today we're going to be talking about this inflatable hot tub the wife and I picked up as kind of a early Christmas present to ourselves. And surprisingly, this thing's great. I remember seeing these in Walmart, just walking around. You see them near the inflatable pools, and I just kind of make a little comment under my breath like, yeah, that'll really work, an inflatable hot tub. But surprisingly, this helps a lot. I have a lot of joint pain, actually. My shoulders and my ankles and everything are just messed up, and it's hard to get to sleep. So this actually helps me out. Normally I wouldn't even think about getting a product like this. I'd rather have a real hot tub, but since unfortunately I'm stuck in a rental property, I'm not about to spend that kind of money to install a hot tub in a property that is not mine. So we have this one. It fits on the back porch. This one comes with a remote, which I kind of thought was silly at first, but I actually found a way to make it work, and I'll show that here in just a minute. There's a few things that I thought was funny. Realistic woven wicker print. Okay. 60 air jets, which honestly it just blows bubbles, but I mean that's instead of actually being a jet, it's just a bunch of holes that blow bubbles. A glorified leaf blower, really, but it does really help. This one has a Chem Connect, which you put your chlorine tablets in this, and it's just kind of like twist locks onto the side of the inside of the hot tub instead of having the float that goes around the inside, which I actually think this works pretty well, all things considered. It comes with two filters instead of the one that all the others that I've seen had. They just had the one that hooked up right here, but this one has a hose that will come over to here and hook into a second filter, which I really do like. Now for the box image, which it says it seats up to 4 adults. Okay, I see 4 adults. Where are these people's legs? Are they all related to Lieutenant Dan? I mean, this guy's legs are going to have to be here. This lady's here. This lady's going to be here, and this guy's here, because they're sitting flat on the bottom. So something funny happening here. Where's your legs? I'm surprised I don't see knees. They probably just edited in this top water. I bet that is extremely uncomfortable. Because it's just a challenge to get 2 adults in there, to tell you the truth. Anyway, let's stop laughing at the box and go have a look at the tub itself. Alright, here's the tub itself. It has a thermal cover. It's basically an inflatable raft with a rubber blanket on top of it that snaps down in 6 places. But it seems like it gets the job done unless the wind is just really howling through here. But I intend on kind of building a wall here to kind of keep the wind from basically blowing on this bowl of proverbial soup here. This is the hose you get. It's actually a clear line, and I went to Home Depot and I got this pipe insulation and ran it down it, because you could feel heat radiating off the line itself, and if it's radiating off, then your tub's not heating to its fullest potential. So you're going to have an L fitting here. One screws into the tub, one goes into this transfer line, which goes to the second filter. Just screws in here, screws in there. It'll come with an inflator line, so before you attach this, you would hook the line to the air side, which is the big fitting, and blow up your tub over here. Pretty easy to set up. Don't try to follow the instruction manual, because it is just unreadable. Now with the heater itself, you have an unlock button, so kids aren't just going to run up and just bleh like kids do. You have a timer where it'll shut off automatically, which I think the bubbler shuts off after 30 minutes anyway. You can change it between Celsius and Fahrenheit, which I like leaving it on 104, but I just got out of here, so it's at 102. You can turn heat off, the pump itself, which takes a second to actually kick off. There we go, now it's quiet. You can just hit heat and it will automatically turn on the recirculation pump, and it will automatically relock after, I think, 30 seconds. So you're going to notice right away that yours, when you get it, is going to have 3 clips instead of just the 2 to depress. This third one is going to come out up here, and that takes both hands and is actually pretty fiddly to get off. So what I did was I snipped off that middle one all the way around the tub. Helped out tremendously. Nothing like going outside to relax in the hot tub and then spending 20 minutes trying to fight to get the lid off. Inside the tub you have a white liner that has a generic inflatable pool print on the inside. You'll have a minimum and a maximum line, which I recommend leaving it just below minimum, just, you know, in case you plan on having anyone else in here with you, because as soon as you put a second person in here, it's just spilling over. So don't fill it too high. Don't waste your time heating that water, because it's just going to come right out. And here you have your main drain. Here is your Chem Connect, which just twist locks on. You can put up to 4 tablets of chlorine inside. Obviously it's time to put new tablets in here. 4 is what you're going to want to initially set up your tub with, and you're going to want to run like 3 in here, because 4 is just a little strong. Gotta try to get all the air out of that. And put her right back on. Filters are pretty easy to clean. You just spin them off. Standard thread. And these, you don't have to replace them all the time. You can just hose them out. If you're getting this filter bad enough that you need to replace it, then you probably need to reevaluate, you know, the people you allow in your tub. Yeah. Still pretty clean. It's been a couple days since I've washed it. So just make sure you take a shower before you get in a hot tub, but that's just standard hot tub etiquette. And then you won't be cleaning them, you know, twice a day. If you actually take a shower first, you might have to clean it maybe every 3 or 4 days or so. Let that fill back up with water before I put it back down there. Alright, now onto the subject of the remote. You push it once and it comes right up. It says the temperature is 102. You can turn the tub off. You can turn heat on and off. You can turn the recirculation pump off and the bubbles. The bubbles are pretty nice. Just keep in mind that where the filters are, there's no bubbles in between the filters. The bubble rail is just in this horseshoe shape area here. So that is where you want to sit. They recommend that you put the controller in this pocket, which I figured as soon as water spills over, it's just going to leak right into the remote and it's not going to work anymore. So what I came up with is this plastic clip that fastens to the wall. I made it out of acrylic sheeting. I just heated it up and just cut it, and it just sits right there, so I can sit in the tub and just reach up and push the button. Any water is just going to run off and out the holes in the bottom. It's not going to collect. It's not going to get into the controller itself. So I can just be sitting here and just go, you know what, I want bubbles. Alright, and lastly, what recreational water feature would be complete without warnings? So down here on the side, by the pump, we have, I guess no diving, or no, I don't know what that is, no skydiving. Always watch your children drown. Make sure you watch your children as they drown. And no rocking the boat. And this is one I just can't get behind, no hair metal. And that concludes the overview of the Coleman Inflatable Saluspa hot tub that you can pick up at Walmart. Immediate thoughts is I'm blown away, actually. It's just completely different than I thought it would be. I thought it would just be this little cheap, hokey excuse for kind of some warm water vessel. But honestly, that thing stings when you get in it. You get it all the way up to 104, that's going to do its job. So, although right now during the pandemic the price has gone a little crazy on these, if you can find one right in the $500 range, which I thought they were crazy when they were $300 before the pandemic, which is, I got this for $5. They sell out immediately. If you can find one, grab one. This is the four person, I'm going to call it maybe 2 people if you want a leg cramp. But anyway, pick one of these up if you can. It really does help if you have joint pain like I do. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.